my only advice for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Turn the vision, block opinions, and I could give but think of us. Duck, jab, hook, send it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, got power from my head and my feet. Yeah.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain a game when the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Miami Dolphins and the San Francisco 49ers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Carry by Taylor to start the drive. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Throwing Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Dolphins, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. Haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
This is caught at the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 46 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That'll will give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Now, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. First and goal from just inside the 5. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Eckler will score. Touchdown, 49ers. So both sides of the football contributed here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff-worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to Taylor on first down. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This pass on target, Velus Jones with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Jones. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Azeez Ojulari. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a second down and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Had the option to hand that one off and run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 60. And the 49ers have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Alex Highsmith simply would not be stopped on that play. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Operating from the gun, Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Yeah, the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
A quick throw outlined to Mooney. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Second down and 5. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Looking to throw. Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First and 10, Taylor now. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Off play action. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Jones now to throw on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. So on fourth down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the right hash, this from 53. Sanders' kick is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Alex Highsmith. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, 49ers. Mecole Hardman, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Following throwing the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Carlson. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. That's Jermaine Johnson stopping that play before it begins, dropping it for a loss.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
88 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. It's Eckler again. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Running on first down, Eckler. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Yeah, they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Now Jones is going to back this forward on the jet sweep.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now Jones on 1st down. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Locates Hardman for another catch.
Touchdown 49ers! Mecole Hardman, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Dolphins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Operating from the gun, Jones. To the right side, completes to Taylor. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll look to throw again. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Back to throw again. And And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
This is a counter play. Eckler, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Back to throw. Jones. He's got his man. That's Hardman. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence? And they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
On 2nd and goal, Jones. On the screen, this is Eckler. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guy...
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mark Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And
the Niners look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, and there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Jones.
That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin.
The 30. 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Terry McLaurin, 83 yards. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Eckler, they run left side. Down right around the 25. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends.